back to another episode. Last day on survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, guys. I'm so fan-freaking-tastic day on the Boys Space of Friday. In case you're wondering why I'm going so fast, it's a speed glitch in the game. Video on how to do it should be popping up on the screen in that upper right-hand corner for y'all to click on if you're curious. But no, I'm not hacking. I've seen some of those comments, and I just wanted to clear that up before we hop into the video. But with that cleared up, what do we have going on today besides a raid that we are going to be diving into? Well, as y'all can see from the title of the video, today I want to create the ultimate raiding loadout. And for that, we're actually done creating one of those things. One of the things for the ultimate raiding loadout, as I'm calling it, is going to be a weapon that is capable of doing 60 damage. The VSS is going to be awesome for that, at least given the current circumstances and the current mods we got for. We pretty much got this thing modded to bejesus out, right? Now here's the thing, it is going to be doing a little bit more damage. It's actually going to be doing like 62 instead of 60, but that's just fine. On the other hand, though, we need to bring the shotgun up into code because the VSS is fully silenced. This thing is not going to be making a peep during a raid, and it's capable of doing 60 damage, which is perfect because that means it is going to be an absolute toxic abomination and floater bloater killer. But then, on the other hand, we need something to take out some of those runners as easy as can be, and that is going to come in the form of this shotgun. Here is the problem, however, when we mod the bejesus out of the shotgun with the long silencer, which is going to be needed for raiding purposes, because I mean the perfect raiding loadout probably doesn't involve making noise of any kind. So currently, if we do all of these attachments onto our shotgun, we are left with a shotgun that is 77 damage. Now it is a shotgun that is very awesome with that 77 damage. It does some ridiculous critical hits, but it's not capable of doing that steady 80 we need during raids. So we've been scrapping a ton of weaponry. We got a ton of stuff over here, as y'all can see. We are going to be unlocking the mod and the perfect combination for the shotgun that will allow it to become the perfect raiding companion alongside the VSS, and then I'll be able to show that off a little bit later on today when we do dive into that raid and have a fan-freaking-tastic time doing exactly so. So let's go ahead and put all these parts that we need into the aperture sight, because here's the key difference between the aperture sight and the red dot sight. While the red dot sight does way better things in terms of critical damage and critical chance, the aperture sight is still doing something in critical damage, but it actually does buff damage, period. It doesn't buff critical damage, or well, it does do that too, but it's not only buffing critical damage, it's also doing normal damage, which is the type of damage that we need. So we are spending all, and I mean this is currently all the weapon parts that we do have. We had just enough. I was waiting, that's why this video is coming out a little bit late. I'm sorry, we had to wait until we did have enough weapon parts to dive in, and then some of our glue stockpile we can dive in. We just need to go ahead and get a couple of plates and whatnot, and then we should be capable of making some magic happen over here with the aperture sight and making our shotgun as ready as can be for the raid that is to come. So aperture sight, welcome to our repertoire of mods we have capable and available to us on this blessed day known as today. So let's head on over. Ooh, which one is this that I'm talking about? Well, there's all three. So honestly, I'm gonna do this to all three of them. We're gonna go ahead and switch up that sight to the aperture, and it's the critical damage, and it's the critical chance, but we can see damage skyrocketed up. And with that skyrocket and the fact that I probably want to do this to all of these just for the sake of showing it off and whatnot, and also we're going to be going over and actually destroying a little bit of the blind one here in a sec as well. But check it, long silencers and 80 damage, exactly the recipe for success. So we're gonna be putting this loadout to the test just a little bit later in today's video, but first we must clear hard mode or the hard mode of the bunker up until the blind one and do our duty. And oh, hello to you, little Roman zombie. Boop. Oh my god, shot that dude's leg off. We gotta go and do our duty for trying to acquire more C4. We are currently up to 2 C4, which is the good thing. Not as great as 3 C4, but as you guys remember, we were hoarding our 1 C4 from last time, and then we were able to accrue ourselves a second one. So today's raid, we are only going to be having 2 of them at our hands. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a revenge raid because, again, dude, the revenge raids just don't want to happen. I genuinely have no clue what is happening with this, why we're not getting revenge raids, but whatevs, we got to go out on the normal raids, and I suppose that's exactly what we will be doing today. But as you guys can see from our inventory, there's probably a couple other things that we do want to knock out as well first. But as you guys are going to be seeing, I'm going to be talking about this a little bit more during the actual raid. There's a very big reason for this being perfect, and like I was saying, that's because of the fact that this does 60 damage and this does 80, making this the most efficient combo for wasting the least amount of damage during raids and killing killing enemies as quickly as possible. Thus why I am deeming it the perfect loadout for this, and we'll be putting that to the test a little bit later as soon as we do our deeds and maybe come across a C4, like for example if that floppy disk is nice primed and ready, but only time will tell. However, as y'all can see over here, we also have a couple of blueprints that will probably just smack us with the hand of disappointment, but we do have some tickets, so we'll be opening some stuff over at the bunker, and we do have all of these materials. These materials are for going ahead and repairing ourselves from the last raid that we actually suffered from, where they did happen to break through a couple of things that would have been better if they probably didn't break into, but tomato, we got to go ahead and make do with what we can. Can't upgrade that, so that's unfortunate, but that is actually the only wall that they broke into onto the exterior last time, suspiciously enough. I know, it's weird. Oh my god, they went ham on that corner though. And is that my dead body? I hope so. I hope that's not just a random other person's dead body, but we have no other penetration, no other breaches anywhere else on the base, and we do have a ton of wood that we are actually going to go ahead and try to put to the test, because I like protecting. I think that's another reason they didn't break into too many walls, is because we did have our wood protection going here, and this protection, whatever it is, man, it just keeps things super safe, because they just have so many level 1s they got to break through that this level 1 wooden honeycomb strat is all in all doing pretty all right. So unless there's anywhere else we want to put some of this, so I guess we could just start putting it here, because I honestly, what is this going to be, like a couple of wood? There we go. Yeah, there we got rid of all the wood. Let's put the rest of this away into the raiding chest. And before we do head out with our newly emptied inventory, besides for the blueprints that we're going to be turning in over at the specialist, hopefully get some more blueprints back, and a bunch of empty room for all the ticket opening we're going to be doing, and then the blind one murdering, in addition to all the other hard mode peeps as well. Let's go ahead and head on over to the radio, where the dealer is giving me a deal. Like, I am not giving you a C4 for a dog, dude. Okay, so whenever he asks for a lot of stuff like this, he wants a dog. My friend, or he's offering up a dog. My friend, I don't want a dog bad enough to sacrifice a C4. C4 are sacred! Okay, at least in my eyes, those things are as sacred as they come. And we got the bunker code for today. Today's magical sequence of numbers is going to be 7466. That is going to be the numbers that you got to put in to make your way into the bunker. If that is out of date by the time that you yourselves are attempting to put that in, make sure to go ahead and check that comment section down below, where you can find a fan freaking fantastic community known as the Snipe Gang that almost always, no, I'm not even saying almost always is dropping an up-to-date code down there to go ahead and help everyone out whenever it is necessary. I also did not bring the chopper, so that's a little bit poopy, but I don't really think we need the chopper too badly here. The main reason for the chopper is going to be when we circle back and embark upon that raid. And go ahead, if you guys do not find a code down there, down below, you can be the one that helps the rest of this fan-freaking-tastic community known as the Snipe Gang in their endeavor to find the proper sequence of numbers to unlock the bunker code. Well, no, it's not the code that we're unlocking. That's what we're using to unlock the bunker itself. So go ahead and make sure that y'all are doing that down below. And speaking of down below, I had a little bit of a question for y'all that I want to go ahead and ask, especially with today's theme of modding our weapons specifically for raiding and trying to create this ultimate raiding loadout. That actually reminds me, we should probably unequip a couple of these guns there, and then we can go ahead and get a couple of the normal ones out and about. And honestly, maybe we do put these to use. I mean, maybe we put these to use against the blind one and see how they go. I think that that's interesting predicament we might go ahead and decide to do. But given that theme, I'd love to hear what your guys' favorite type of modded weaponry, favorite types of mods to put on guns, favorite mods with guns with mods. That's why I said mods. I was trying to combine the words to go ahead and go out raiding. Is I'd love to hear what your guys' favorite is. As you guys have seen, I'm pretty much revealing my two favorite guns over here in the form of the shotgun with these mods and the VSS with these mods. So go ahead and let me know in that comment section down below what your favorite type of modded combination, favorite type of mods to put on guns, favorite types of anything like that that you yourself enjoy raiding with, that you have found great success with. In that comment section down below, I'm very curious to hear, and I would love to hear what y'all got to say regarding that topic. And about that comments, push your third of the way. It's the way you $12 at 2/Play Store gift card. Give all you gotta do as well as make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe. That'll let you win on today's video. I'll go ahead and turn on every single last series video. One set of those I will pick a random video from the past week. Pick a random comment for a random video. That's will be winner for the week, and we'll kick on the weekly giveaway that exact same same Saturday as well. So make sure you get them entries in every single day, because y'all can go ahead and do that. It's not just limited to one video. Y'all can enter on every single Last Day on Earth video, and make sure that notification bell is hit so you never miss out on such an opportunity. Never miss out on the latest of Last Day on Earth information that you know we are sharing on the ASAPs as soon as it becomes available. The latest of Last Day on Earth update gameplay as soon as that comes out. Double shotgun raid, baby! Never gotten this from a yellow crate. Yellow crate, is this your way of asking me to marry you? If so, I have a girlfriend, but honestly, this might... Whew, two-shot, this is an enticing... Oh, man. I think I might need to marry you, yellow ticket crate. It's no C4, but oh my god, is that beautiful. Well, we got plenty of shotguns for today, so Mr. Blind One, I hope you're trembling in your little feetsy doodles, because bad things are coming your way, and good things are coming to mind. But yeah, make sure y'all have that notification bell hit, like I said, for all that jazz, not to mention other dope survival games that we are checking out all throughout as well. But all right, this is the predicament. We also do have another injured part. What? Happy with that outcome. We gotta go and take out some of these enemies up ahead. Why don't we go ahead and start using some of the poopier pistols, since these guys are still the easy mode enemies that we don't really need to maximize anything. We did forget to mod the pistol. I knew, dude, I always forget to do a single thing. It's like, it's always the most random thing that I forget. One time I forgot to bring like level 1 hatchets with me to a raid. Like, it's always the randomest thing that I will forget. Like, once an episode, I think it's just gotta become a meme at this point. Once an episode, I will forget one random thing. Today, that random thing was modding my pistols. I modded my shotguns, I modded my VSSs, and the poor pistols are over there in the corner like, Papa Star, please mod me. And I'm just like, la 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 la, I can't hear you, pistol. And now I'm like, oh no, pistol, I've neglected you so, I'm sorry. It's all right though, at least when you got this much shotgun raid on your hands, it can be made all right. Speaking of made all right, shotgun raid to you, fast biter. Ooh, never mind, I should not have 2 shotguns out, because I'm just gonna feel bad when I waste one, because, there we go. Oh no, oh, shotgun raid to you. No, hold on, no, this just went down the pooper. Hold up. Maybe the back-to-back shotguns was a good idea. I just saw the 14 damage that one of the dudes had left over, and I'm like, can't do anything about this. All right, I'm gonna finish you off with a pistol that does 10 damage a popping. All right, we got a little bit of a bigger enemy here. Shotgun raid to you. We're doing 36 without the crit, so pretty respectable. 62 once the crit. Oh, Jesus, that dude went flying. 62 once we do go ahead and take into account the other side of things with the critical damage as well. Personally, if it's this loadout that we're rocking though, I definitely prefer this loadout for raids, just because of the long silencer. In the aperture sight, I don't know, man. When it comes to especially taking down bigger enemies with lots of health, where wasting damage isn't as big of a deal, this thing with the hollow sight instead of the aperture sight, personally, is like my favorite shotgun getup. But for the purposes of going and showing off the 100% silenced version, that is what we're rocking today. And I gotta go ahead and acquire myself a little bit of the agua, so let's go ahead and do that. Glug, 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 baby. Let's get to sipping. Let's get to... Nope, can't shout out. Why can't I shout? Oh, vitamin P! That's why I'm gonna pee all over this door. What you gonna do, door? Nothing besides acquire way better luck, because that's the way of vitamin P, man. Vitamin P is magical! Almost as magical as the pantalones. But that's besides the point. The point is, I am hungry, and I will chow down just like that. Delicioso. Ooh, I had some delicious food today. I had some homemade French fries. Let me just say something about homemaking French fries, man. Makes them 10 times more deliciosos. Mwah! Magnifique. Just as magnifique as the exploder. Get enough belly full of shotgun raid. I was trying to think of a good way of saying that. Belly full of shotgun raid is the best thing I came up with. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Don't be disappointed. Shotgun raid to you, Toxic Spitter. Can I? Oh, no critical there, so I'm gonna finish you with a normal pistol. I'm not wasting the shotgun's high damage output if something has like 10 health left, you know, something like that. So shotgun raid to you once, and oh, he's gonna boom. Forgot about that, man. I always forget. I've seen too many toxic abominations from all the raids we do, man. It's thrown me off. Whenever I see glowing green, I just think that they die easily. Gotta make their mental note that the exploders, well, they explode, as their name would imply. That shotgun's about to be done, so we're keeping the good one, however, for taking on the guy. And I think we could use the VSS too. Should have another VSS somewhere at home. Let's get to mowing down this turret. And this will help us with one of the raider quests, actually. They wanted some turrets dead, so I mean, we might not be able to take the 5 turrets out that they wanted, but it will let us save a little bit in the gold department and wrap up what they had in store for us. And death to the turret. What you got in store for me? 5 turret parts, baby. I could get myself behind that. What you got in store for me, though, Mr. Chest? You might have some hard mode loot. That's a military notebook. More of this. Más game, por favor, más notebook. That's what I need in my life. That notebook is just as magical as it gets. You know, I don't think we can argue that it ain't a magical thing. We do have an M16 over here that I'm going to use after I give someone a back full of shotgun rate. Okay, that thing's broken forever. Let's finish you off with this thing, and then he's going to have a friend coming over here. Luckily, we are looking like the Flash out here with this glitch, which may or may not already be patched. Woo! I'm liking what I'm seeing out of you, Spitter. It might already be patched by chance, but I'm not sure because the only way for us to lose the speed and then thus have to go and get it back would be by dying, and we haven't exactly died yet. So, I mean, until then, the Flash continues. The adventures of the Flash. We need a new backup weapon, though. Why don't we get the Kalashnikov? Because I don't want to be using the fully automatic weapons against the blind one, and I'm saving the VSS for him too. We should have a pretty good track record here. Pretty good plan laid out for everything that we're trying to do. I think there's yeah, we do have one more toxic spitter to deal with after this guy decides to die. No, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Try to keep the SWAT armor as pristine as can be. And given my newfound speed over here, the frenzied giant no longer looks like Usain Bolt. He looks like Usain Snail. Yeah, that's, oh my God, I'm loving these spitters right now. Yeah, roasted frenzy giant, you hear me? Random frenzy giant down there. Yeah, you're Usain Snail now. I'm Usain Bolt. What up? Looking like a thunderstorm out here. You're looking like a mollusk. I think that's the type of animal that a snail would be classified as. I'm not sure. I'm not a snailologist. The only ologist that I am is a blind murderologist. Like, I don't murder blind people like I murder the blind one. That could have been taken very weirdly. Anyways, blind one, I hope you're ready to get a taste of what the raid we're gonna dive into in a little bit is also gonna be getting a taste of these 2 weapons in perfect sync. Which ones will we utilize first? Low-key want to use the VSS. We don't use the VSS enough. It's just too rare of a gun to use enough. But yeah, we're keeping our SWAT armor pristine by avoiding these guys. And we got to keep it pristine because this guy's probably going to do a whole ton of damage to us. And ooh, we also do have the shotgun little double barrel glitch we could try and utilize a little bit. What a blind one. Let's get on over here. Come on. Hit me a couple times. Charging the wall. You do you. Whatever you need to do to prepare yourself for the fact that I am about to murder you. So go ahead and get into that wall. Badoink. Let's go ahead and start popping him full of the VSS that is not getting any critical hits whatsoever, but was able to dish out right around 200 damage against the blind one. All in all, not too shabby. Like if we're taking into account like non-glitched damage, because back when the shotgun glitch was a thing, we were doing absolutely just stupid amounts of damage to the blind one. But now that is a little bit of a different case, since we can only do relatively normal amounts of damage. We can't just go full auto mode with the shotgun, which is probably the most horrifying thing that this world has ever seen. And the blind one, he didn't even see it, man, and he was already horrified. And boom to you, more VSS. But yeah, all in all, the VSS, especially fully modded and in this kind of like mod configuration, or this full, like the best raiding loadout configuration, is still being pretty dangerous. I think we can change the mag though, because I'm currently using the double mag, which gives more durability than the other mag, but I think the other mag, should we choose it, actually can give us additional damage, which is a little bit interesting thing to note. It does have less durability, but who needs durability when you're dishing out stupid amounts of damage? You know what I mean? And I think if our damage goes up, that also means that our critical damage will go up as well. So a lot of things to take into account. We might be getting one more attachment for the VSS, but other than that, I think we are getting pretty close here. And I'm just trying to kind of get this like a double barrel glitch to happen. Shotgun raid to you, blind one. Thank you for the goodies. Thank you for the red tickets, and most importantly of all, thank you for a barrel load of fun. Now then, we still have a couple of these weapons that I would like to get through. This VSS is about to break, so why don't we use it until it breaks exactly like that? Oh, this guy has like 2 left. No, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna punch out, and then back to the VSS we go. Get over your exploder. You're gonna be sustaining some good damage under my watchful eye, and hopefully you're gonna be dropping some good loot under my watchful hand. Can a hand be watchful? I don't think so. Okay, so this one, oh no, he started, death to you before the boom, and I kind of do want to get over to this frenzy giant too, so maybe we'll be clearing out a little bit more. How's the weaponry situation looking? I definitely want to bring these shotguns back. We don't have our pistols ready and modded, so perhaps we'll put this off a little bit. Yeah, maybe if we had more modded pistols, we would attack this, but currently, I don't know. For the most part with the rifles too, I like to save rifles, except for the, let's just get past that. For the most part, I like to save rifles, except for when we got to take out a turret, because that's about the only way to take out a turret. I guess we could use the VSS too, but why use VSS when you could use a rifle for that? We just can't use pistols or shotguns. They don't have the range. But then I would like to continue stockpiling things like this, because currently we don't really have any amazing mods to toss on, so it's a better idea to bring it back to base. Wait until we do have that, and then we can get even more usage out of such a beautiful and marvelous Kalashnikov. But we got a ton of items over here for hard mode. We got a frenzy giant, hard on our bums, and we have a raid that we are fantasizing about. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, will the raid actually treat us well, though? That is the trick question. That's the age-old question, actually. And it's a question that hopefully we'll be getting an answer shortly. I don't think so, but maybe. We did have like 6 military notebooks here, so bada bing, a little bit up, bada boom, a little bit more up, bada bing bang pow! So close, yet so far. So next time, we'll be acquiring the floppy disk and head it out over there to hopefully get all of its goodiness, and hopefully it's not an infected box, because I thought infected boxes were better, and then one time we just got an infected box that was literally worse than just when you find a chest over at like the location that the floppy disk leads you to, right? So I kind of like the normal thing better, because then we don't have to bring the infected box back. And the problem with bringing the infected box back is, well, it never goes well for me, because my acid bath is a just glorified large chest. It is, to be fair, it is like the biggest chest in the game. Gotta give it that. It holds 1 record, and ooh, don't have as a chopper with me, unfortunately, and that is pretty crazy out of the way. Not sure I want to sink my energy and combination of gas to get up there, especially since I'm a little bit more prioritized with this raid. But if there's a chopper event after the raid, that's a different story. Speaking of stories, I don't really have a story, but we did just kill a boss, and it appears the witch is back in action. She's sending yet another horde our way, meaning she's like, yo, Star, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when my horde comes for you? And I'm just like, all right, well, if you send a horde at me, I'm gonna go and kill you again, witch. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, obviously you haven't learned your lesson. What do I gotta teach you, right? But we went ahead, knocked out one of those, bada bing. And we do not have a C4, but we do have 2 in the chopper, which is the good thing. Bada boom. Let's get that thing completed, and let's go on a quest. And please, raiders, I know you never give as good a raid as the revenge ones, but I have 2 C4 and a thirst for loot. Will you be able to make my dreams come true? I don't know, but what I do know is that we gotta go and actually prepare our inventory for this raid, so will be RB. And all right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, here is the situation and how we are going to be advancing with it. So I do currently have 2 VSSs. They have both sustained a little bit of damage, but nonetheless, they are still 2 VSSs, and altogether that adds up to a little bit over half a VSS, and we easily have pretty much most of a full shotgun. So all in all, I feel pretty safe bringing that to a raid that definitely should be enough to handle all the enemies that come at us, and hopefully I can begin showing off that exact thing that I was talking about, where this is gonna start blowing some zombie brains off of their heads and start blowing some of your minds with its perfection. So this VSS is all good and Gucci to go. This one, on the other hand, does need that beautiful tactical stock plopped on. Let's get that changed up, and then this shotgun is already prepared for its full silences. Now, like I'm saying, when it comes to this getup, I'd probably go with this getup for raids, but then if you're talking about just using this thing in general, it'd either be a combination of this if you don't care about doing 80 damage. I just like doing 80 damage because that lets us one-hit some of the walkers, or not walkers, but some of the runners that have 80 health, but maybe you just want to save your shotgun for only the big ticket enemies. And in that case, it might be beneficial as well to be rocking this long silencer. Else, if you do care about doing 80 damage for non-raids, I'd probably have this silencer equipped instead. With that thing, if you want to do 80 damage, that does like do things like kill range and stuff, which sucks. But then if you don't care about the 80, it is awesome to have this sight in combination with the long silencer, because I mean the damage might go down a tad and it's only at 77, but that critical damage and that critical chance, y'all gotta admit, is a little bit nutty, but that is not what we're rolling with today. Today, we want a fully silenced shotgun that is also doing that 80 damage, and this aperture sight does give us the ability to have such a versatile tool with 1 speed. In addition to that, I'm also bringing this extra first aid kit because I grabbed half a stack, and, well, I don't know, I didn't really have a place to just put 1 random first aid kit in. We're easily gonna use a first aid kit at some point during this raid, so bada bing, we got a deal where I decided to bring it along with it. What up, Chopper? 2C4, let's get to driving towards the raid. Oh, raid, where are you? Who is it? Ooh, an airdrop. Oh my God, it's on the way to the raid. Wait, no, it isn't. Not really. Player 89 and 26. How diddly ho there? How do you do? I don't know. We're about to find out. I'm sorry. We need to go here first. Right? I'm thirsty for some blood of the walls because, well, there's also zombies, but they're not really dropping blood. I don't know. Zombie blood, it ain't the same as human blood. You know what I mean? I'm thirsty for, well, I'm not thirsty for human blood either because there are no humans here. So I'm thirsty for the blood of these walls that we're going to break into over here. So here is what we're doing. Here's how we're doing it. We're going to be doing it in a little bit of a new way, a little bit of a way that I'm not quite used to doing, but I wanted to start things off here with an initial scouting run, and also the fact that there is a roaming zombie over there. So interesting. I don't know if killing him is going to affect this scouting thing that I was talking about though, but yeah, what we should be able to do if we do not make any noise is scout this base out, see what it has to offer before we ultimately do decide to go with the boom. Now it is looking like a relatively sizable stone base and actually like a prime target for some C4 raiding, but we did not bring the hatchets yet. We could use the C4, but again with that, I just wanted to, I want to do this guy just so we know what we're up against, and then we might be able to break into this and see what this has to offer and bring this with us as well. And all right, pretty much. Wait, that makes noise now? What? What? Hello? Okay, apparently that makes noise. Well, this kind of messes everything up because that means that currently, once we do break, oh my God, are you serious? What? Oh my God. Okay, so you know what might have happened? And the reason that I've never had to search, that thing doesn't usually make noise, right? I'm not going crazy, right? I just wanted to, okay, well, that's awesome. My scouting plan has backfired in the most Starsnipe of fashion imaginable. Boop. Oh my goodness gracious, 125. It's a U over there. Okie dokie. So, worst comes to worst. First things first. Let's put some of this C4. Worst things worst, like I do have a couple of rocks here. Hopefully I have wood somewhere in this inbox and we could just craft up some hatchets and stuff to break into here. And it looks like some of this stuff did respawn. So like we could pick up rocks, like once we craft up, we could even start picking up some wood. We're doing this old school style, baby. Honestly, the combination of wood and rocks, I think we ought to be able to craft up a couple of level 1 hatchets. Never mind, I see 1 tree. So we might be able to get enough wood to craft 1 hatchet, chop down the tree, and then get enough wood for another hatchet. But like I'm saying, if we're lucky, maybe we have something here in our inbox, but still, hot diggity dog! Is that really a thing? I swear that thing never made noise, but that's besides the point. Maybe what it might have been, what I think it might have been is maybe this guy literally never searched this thing before, so I just finished searching it for the first time. Like, this might actually be what it drops the first time, so that's interesting. I knew when I was opening it, I'm like, wait, this thing doesn't usually have a opening progress bar, right? And what do you know? It usually doesn't, and we've been finessed. We do, however, have a C4, and I definitely have a desire of breaking into this base. By the looks of it, I have no clue what the best part of his base is going to be. He does have deer chilling over there, and we do have 2 C4. So I'm guessing what it might be is like 2 rooms. We have like the giant square over here and the giant square over here. This giant square seems bigger though, so I kind of want to break into this giant square more, but I don't really know. Is it bigger? I think it appears to be of about similar size. Okie dokie, let's just go ahead. Let's get to planting some of this stuff on, and let's get to hearing a little bit of that beautiful boom! Why? Why do we always break into literally the single worst things ever? Okay, here's where the perfect loadout comes into play though. All right, so the VSS does 60 damage, making it perfect for taking out enemies like the floater bloater, which we'll take out after we deal with some of these runners, which are gonna be dying instantly at the hands of fully silenced shotgun rain. Oh my, I'm so sorry about that, but check it out. That's the nice thing about the shotgun too. It does 80 damage. 80 times 3 is 240, meaning the shotgun's also versatile in that it can actually take out these things relatively efficiently, but the shotgun's just so perfect at taking out some of the annoying runners that I also wanted to include that into there. But then the 60 or so damage that the VSS does is also perfect for clearing out some of these bloaters. So I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 shots over on this guy just because I don't want to waste the shotgun damage, and then we should be able to take this guy out with 3 shots. So bada bing, bada boom, and see you later, floater bloater. And we have one more C4, and we gotta figure out what, like, where we want to break into. I don't know. I don't think that there's gonna be chests in any of these 3 areas, but this is, man, I don't know. I seriously don't think, like, I remember back in the day, 2 C4 used to be a lot. Like, in today's day and age, I genuinely think that 2 C4, like, I really hope that there's some good loot to justify this, but knowing the game and how the rating system's been going, the only good loot that there will be to justify this is gonna be, I don't know, a single circuit. That appears to be a pretty common theme because the rating system is definitely not as awesome as it used to be. All right, we gotta pick a wall to break into here, and this is our last C4, so oh boy, this is either gonna be really dope or really anti-dope. And as much as okay, so these walls, right? These like, here's the thing. We broke into a random section here, right? And we just came across some pretty, like, this, I mean, it does have a radio. He didn't even finish building his radio. Are you kidding? We're raiding someone who hasn't finished building a radio? What type of loot could someone who hasn't finished building a radio have? Dear God, what have we gotten ourselves into? Oh my God, this guy doesn't even have the dog pen either. I really hope he has something over here in the depths of his base, because currently that is just not a thing that's happening. I kind of want to break into there. It looks like these guys are having a fun time. I'm scared to break into this though, because I feel like that's just gonna open a whole world of pain. AKA it's just gonna, like, there's gonna be 2 walls right there, and it's just gonna be a dead end. I seriously don't, like, he doesn't have windows anywhere to help us kind of decipher where his chest would be. And like, we could break into there, but I kind of have a feeling that this area might be good. I don't know. We gotta send it. And no, is that, no, I don't think so, because he's, he has deer there, which makes me think that might be the outside, that there's like grass over there. I don't know if you get grass for the deer to spawn in or not. All right, boys and girls, we're making the executive decision. All right, that area, honestly, given the way that this is looking, this might just be 4 different sections of having like random benches and stuff. We'll see. So let's hope that maybe this area is where all the chests are hidden. Without further ado, let's hope for the best. C4, please don't do me wrong, please. Oh my God, this is what we have broken into. Okie dokie. You know what? Our rating luck is just the worst. I don't know if I'm just having awful luck. Like, that's just unfortunate, man. That's another 2 C4 going down the drain. Ay caramba. Well, we don't have any more C4 to break into any other parts of this base, so we made a bad judgment call. Turns out that is not where the good stuff was. It's probably gonna be in one of these 3, which is, at least by the looks of this base, I'm guessing it's gonna be like a 3x3 room there, 3x3 room there, 3x3 room there. I don't know. We made a bad call, and here we are yet again within a base after using our C4, and that just hurts, man. That seriously does hurt. Although on the bright side, let's go ahead, let's craft up a hatchet. We got 2 things over here we can break at the very least, and maybe make enough noise to have some more enemies come our way so we can continue showing off this loadout. But this, man, you guys gotta admit, the rating system is not what it used to be. I never remember having such a big just string of disappointing raid after disappointing raid, except revenge raid. Revenge raids are somewhat still solid, but maybe this guy had super amazing stuff somewhere in other parts of his base, but I just don't know how much faith I have in this base being good in the first place. He didn't build anything to his dog crate. He didn't even finish building his radio. I forgot that you have to build the radio. That's how easy it is to build the radio, I'm pretty sure. I mean, we'll be crafting up a hatch. We'll break into these 2 things and see if anything valuable is there, but man, That is unfortunate. So, because we were having awful luck, we only actually found 2 wood over here, but luckily we did have a small stockpile hidden deep within the depths of that box. So, let's go ahead and get 1 hatchet crafted up and see what we can break into. But, yeah, man, I don't know. Like, raiding, you gotta admit, something changed after 1.8.6. Just before 1.8.6, I never felt like we were getting a super long string of bad raids. Every once in a while, we get a bad raid, but now it just seems like all of the bases have just gotten ridiculously better, and the loot has actually gotten worse from back then. And it's really unfortunate to see with raiding, because raiding was honestly one of the best features, and still continues to be the best, like, at least for right now. I just think it's like the best feature of Last Day on Earth. But if raiding continues to kind of spiral like this, where a good raid is really, really rare to come across unless you're revenge raiding, I don't know, man. But like I'm saying, maybe I'm just having awful luck here, and maybe I'm just talking crazy. But from what I've been reading in the comment section, you guys appear to be agreeing with the kind of the general sentiment that I'm having here. And you might be wondering, Star, why did you decide to use the C4 to break into that section? Well, at least my logic for it was we broke into this section, and this section didn't have anything super amazing. And then this section only had 1 layer of stone wall protecting it from the outside, and so did every one of these other 3 sections. So I was assuming that maybe it'd be similar, and maybe over here, I don't know, man, mix it up, hit it with a switch up, and maybe it would be different. But apparently we made a bad call there. But to be fair, all we're probably missing out on is like an electronic circuit from how raids have been going. So with that, let's put a single hatchet to use. We can at least, oh, didn't have anything in the woodworking bench, man. And then we can continue showing off how these are tools, because at the end of the day, that's the main thing I wanted to showcase today, is these tools and how amazing this combination of modifications makes them for raiding. Case in point, we got a toxic abomination we got to deal with, so we can show it off on him. But first things first, shotgun rain to you, my good sirs. All right, now that those 3 or 4 fast biters have instantly died, we can start dealing with some of these abominations. So you might be wondering, toxic abomination, well, check this out. 4 shots from the VSS, and this man's is going to be donezo. All right, I miscalculated. It was 5. My math is off. I'm sorry. We're in the middle of summer. All right, I'm not in the school semester right now. That starts in a month. Oh dear God, why did I bring that up? The floater bloaters continue chasing, and they continue dying. Oh mama. Especially with that critical hit in a very similar way. And then Floater, dude, that critical hit is amazing. Literally, we're 3-hitting this guy. I thought we'd be able to 2-hit him, but that critical plus, I think some of the extra damage the VSS does, because it's doing like 62 instead of a flat 60, is the ultimate recipe for just murdering them fools. But all right, at least we're walking out of here with, at the very least, you know what? I'm the real winner of this raid. I'm stealing your rocks, son. That's right. I got your rocks. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Come and raid me? I don't think so. You ain't gonna earn these rocks back. I'm going off the grid with these rocks. I wish I had a pickaxe so I could steal those rocks too. But seriously, very weird of a base that they never opened the pickup truck. They never built the radio. They never even built the dog crate. But that's besides the point. The point is we gotta try and get whatever we can. We'll probably just a whole ton of emptiness out of this one as well. Yup! Melting Furnace didn't have jack squat either. And there we have it. 2 C4 and literally nothing to show for it. So I think at the end of the day too, maybe there was literally gallons of C4 hidden within one of these bases, but it looks like that. I suppose we made the wrong choices today, and that is very, very unfortunate. And it does happen, so I don't really think there's anything else that we can do from here. We just gotta go ahead and move on, and I gotta get my booty back onto acquiring some C4. But stuff like this, man, is demotivating when it comes to getting that C4. But on the brighter side, there's a floppy disk, and we do have an airdrop we could run out over to. Maybe have some good luck over there. But we should be getting a floppy disk very, very soon. That'll help us re-up with 2 additional C4, and getting C4 from floppy disks is way better than scummaging through red zones with it. That's right, I came up with a new word. That's a paid for the processes. All right, but we did come out with stuff on top, and for now, the airdrop is coming as well. Mr. Airdrop, I'm coming for you with a little bit of VSI. Oh, you want some shotgun raid there, Tiger? Shotgun raid! This thing does a perfect 80 damage, and oh dear mama, that was a front flip. And it doesn't even make a peep. As silenced as it gets, and it's already a one-shot murderer, man. Perfection! I tell you what, at least we got a pistol out of that, so let's pretend we got the pistol out of the raid, and then we can feel slightly less bad about using 2 C4 and coming out of it, poopy like that. But it's gonna start wrapping up for this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Can't wait to y'all. Gotta say that comment section down below regarding some of your favorite attachments and mods y'all have been utilizing so far, especially when it comes to the raiding atmosphere. But that's gonna start wrapping up for me for now. Best of luck to you guys and gals. Get in the chopper gas tank and join in the chopper squadron. Best of luck breeding your pups, leveling up your own skills and perks, building the best attachments possible, protecting your base from raids with walls, going out on raids on your own, having better luck than this man over here is having, and of course defeating the bosses, getting past the multiplayer wall, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time all throughout. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for me for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.